Leora, I suggest you leave.
Let me in, little girl.
Excuse me? I am not a little girl.
You look like one.
I'll have you know that I'm 14 years old.
Are you sure about that?
Of course I know my own age.
Let me inside, or else.
No!
Do it.
No one wants to talk to you. Not after ruining Layla's life.
As I said, she did it to herself.
Alright, fine, get in. But if you do as much as lay a finger on anyone, you'll be in trouble.
Why?
The police are just one phone call away.
You have a cheek coming here, Leora.
Oh, do I? Yes, you do. Finn's friends told me about Layla. I feel sorry for her. You feel sorry for her? For her?
We all do. None of us feel the same way you feel about her.
Why does everyone like her so much? I thought everyone would hate her.
Most people did, including me, but our group don't. At least not anymore. She was brave enough to tell us everything.
You did?
Layla and I had some rivalry because we both loved Finn, but we both know now that it's not about relationships.
Should have stayed that way, don't you think? Having a little party?
Yes, and you're not invited.
This is my house, and you're not welcome here.
I'll call the police.
Call them and I go straight for Finn. I know where he is.
They won't let you.
Don't call the police. That wouldn't be a good idea.
See, someone is sensible.
Don't say that, Lindsay. You're just giving her the satisfaction.
I care about my bro, even if you don't.
I'm sure the police would understand if you told them the situation. They'd be quick, right?
I don't know, Max.
Lighten up a bit, Lindsay.
Leora, I have one question for you.
What is it?
Were you the one hired to spy on Finn?
Why is that relevant?
You know why that's relevant.
Do I?
Yes, you do. The whole reason Finn was in danger was because of you.
How is it because of me?
Firstly, you were spying on Finn. Secondly, you were the cause of all this because of your relationship with Layla. And don't you dare say that wasn't your fault.
I'm not saying anything.
Good. Just leave us to get on with our lives in peace.
What happens now?
Does everything go back to normal?
It can't, though. Everything's changed. I only met all of you a week ago.
You bring out the best in everyone, Finn. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be bottling up my secret. And so would Zoe, Jess, and Mika.
How do you mean?
You helped everyone see sense. When you tell someone an awful secret, it feels like a weight has lifted off your shoulders. That's how I felt.
That's why we need to encourage people. That's also why we'll all be going out for dinner together tonight. Although, if you did want to come, I can say later in the week.
I would want to come, but you don't have to do that for me.
But I want to.
If you're sure?
I am.
Well, Finn.
And what do you want?
We just want to talk.
And I suggest you don't talk to us.
What she said. Leave. Now.
I don't think so, Finn.
Surprised you're not in a prison cell yet, or rather juvenile, which is where you belong.
I don't belong anywhere.
Watch your back, Raya.
Huh?
Behind you!
Get off me! I want to stay with my Aunt Leora! No!
Good news!
Ooh, what is it?
Finn said that Layla will be fine and Ria got arrested.
Thank goodness for that.
Now it's time to celebrate. Finn also said that we'll meet for dinner when Layla's better.
That's great. I'm so glad all of you made friends.
This week has been quite an adventure, hasn't it?
Hopefully we won't have a Rhea part 2.
I think we all know that.
Well, we don't want the same situation to happen again.
You know, I think it's time that I did something.
Do what?
Something I should have done months ago. Phone the police.
You to do that?
I was scared to call the police, but Finn and Layla were in a fire. That's what you call scary.
That's brave.
Are you sure about this, Micah?
Absolutely, but I think it's best I phone when we meet up. Everyone has to hear it.
When did you say they were coming?
In about an hour. We've got time.
So, you wanted to see us?
Well, I haven't really had much time to bond with either of you, especially in my first week at the school. So I thought I'd invite you both an hour earlier just to talk.
You wanted to spend time with us?
Of course.
Being friends is so much nicer than enemies.
I know! You're such a lovely person, Layla.
So are you, Sambuca.
So I'd like you two to know that you are both amazing people, and I want to be friends with both of you, okay?
It never should have become a competition.
It went way out of hand.
Yes, I know, and It's probably my fault, Sambuca.
Of course it's not.
I'm just so glad that my cousin can't get to you anymore.
She was scary, I'll admit, but she can't defeat any of us.
Couldn't. She won't be back.
Fortunately.
I can't believe she brought my mom round to your house to take you down.
It's over now, and not even Leora can defeat us.
She almost defeated me long ago.
I'll just be glad when things go back to normal.
I missed you this week, Finn.
You appeared on my doorstep at 6 p.m. every day this week, Sambuca.
I missed you too.
I promised to visit, and I did. I just couldn't face school this week. You know?
How are Max and Lindsay doing?
Oh, they're fine. Lindsay said school wasn't the same without me.
I can't believe I'd ever say this, but I'm looking forward to going back. I have friends now.
The amount of times Maddie visited you this week.
We learned to confide in each other when we were trapped. And an amazing new friendship came out of that. And I'd like to say she's a best friend. And so are both of you.
It's so strange to think that neither of us have been in school for a week and a half.
Well, I'll be returning soon, I hope. My mom, who I'd like to really call my real mom, even if she isn't, will be having some bonding time. She really wants to meet you, Finn.
Tonight?
That's soon, but of course.
My mom is glad I met you again. She said that you were a good influence on me, and she's been going on about you for years.
Why does she think I'm a good influence?
Probably because you bring out the best in everyone. She kept saying, "Why did you ever lose contact with that nice boy?"
I think she'll be glad now that we're friends again.
What about us, Finn? Are we friends?
Of course we are, Layla! Actually, would you like to go for a drink sometime this week?
But, Sam...
No. You two go. Enjoy yourselves. Have some fun. I'm fine with it. Finn and I will always be friends. I've learned a lot in the past few years.
Sam...
Layla, I need an answer.
Okay, fine.
Hey, you three.
All of you, take a seat. This is the biggest table here.
Well, that's fortunate.
Maddie! Sit next to me.
Gladly.
Maddie seems so much more happier.
She certainly looks it.
I'll get up and order food in a second, but firstly, thank you all for coming. We had a lucky escape.
What do you mean?
Yes. Secondly, no one here needs to feel scared when talking about secrets. I said that today we'd be sharing our secrets, and I meant it. You know how much I hate secrets, and telling your big secret can make you so much happier. Layla has proved that.
And I'm calling the police.
When?
As soon as you order food.
Alright then.
Mika, how has the last week been?
Not great, unfortunately.
He was really mad this morning.
Why, though?
He tried to stop Mika from leaving.
I'm here though, so it's fine. He'd be mad if he knew I told anyone, or that I'm going to phone the police.
Who cares what he says?
I'm just scared of him. Oh, Finn's back.
Mika, are you sure about this?
I'm absolutely positive.
Go on then.
Hi, it's Mika Jones.